And that, my friends, was my rendition of the June Bug Challenge. The June Bug Challenge became popular when it was uploaded on TikTok on December the 23rd, 2020. The June Bug Challenge has blew up since then, being across all platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. It's important to me because my students were the ones who introduced me into the June Bug Challenge. I work as an assistant youth director and community liaison to a few youth organizations throughout Connecticut, and it's inevitable for me not to do a Tic-Tac challenge because my students do them. So I started realizing that through TikTok, they were exposed to so many different things, even outside of just cute dances or hilarious voiceovers. Our kids are at risk when they're being exposed to predators, to cyberbullies, and also to trolls. So I thought it was very important for me to use this platform to talk to my students' parents, to talk to caretakers, and to talk to educators about the conversations they should have before allowing their children to use social media. So just a little bit of more information about TikTok. TikTok came on the scene in September of 2016. It was introduced to China primarily. As of January 2021, TikTok has 689 million active users monthly. The ages between 10 and 29 are the active users who normally populate TikTok. It's available in 155 countries, and it's very, very easy to share and create content, which is why the youth really love this platform in particular. It's very important that we take a step back and realize that talking to our children about social media and what TikTok introduces them to is very important because it's deeper than just say no to strangers. It's deeper than just staying out of inboxes. It's deeper than just keeping conversations private. Don't share your information, a lot of my students say, their parents say. Don't talk to strangers, again, something my parents tell my students. But we have to take a step back and delve deeper into conversations with our kids so that they understand that they are at risk. Yes, they want to have fun, but there's a world, a dark world outside of social media that we really have to prepare our students for. When you think about it, there was a time where we didn't have smartphones, but when smartphones were introduced roughly 2007, we found that an increase of bullying and suicide rates increased drastically. Between the years of 2007 and 2018, we saw a dramatic increase in pediatric suicide by 54.7%. We also found that girls who started using social media more than 2 and 3 hours a day were most impacted by the negative impacts of social media. So we really want to highlight the negative impacts of social media. Even though the students want to have fun, there are certain conversations we have to avoid depression, to avoid an influx in suicide rates, and also to decrease how students feel about themselves in a negative way. So here are just a few conversation starters that I really think would help parents, guardians, and caretakers start the conversation about social media and how to keep our kids safe. First and foremost, everyone who friends you isn't really your friend. We know that as adults, we've come across people who really did not have our best interests at heart. So it's vital that we remind our children that not everyone who requests you on social media or likes your picture or follows you on a certain social media platform, they're not always going to be for you, and that's okay. But you're going to give them the tools to steer clear of people who are not in the best interest of them. Another conversation that I really think we should be having with our youth is who you follow says a lot about you. I have a mentor who always used to tell me, show me who you walk with and I'll show you who you are. Your friends are influencers, and it's important that you surround yourself with people who are going to bring you in a positive path, with people who truly love you and respect who you are and want the best for you. Another important conversation to have is trending is temporary, but the cloud is forever. And while doing research, I found that actually the cloud holds information up until 30 years without it being compromised. So it's important that we know, even though we find that it's 30 years, it's still going to be somewhere that'll be accessible to people to access. So our kids, they don't understand that posting things and saying certain things right now can infect them in the future. So let's make sure that we're holding on to the fact that we have to be cognizant of the conversations we host now so that moving forward, it won't negatively impact them. Another important conversation to have is what you say can and will be used against you. Again, it ties into what you post now can be unearthed and used to negatively impact whatever you have going on in the future. We think because we say it in the moment that it's just forgotten about, but tweets can be found, Facebook posts can be found, and I really think that this is something that our parents should instill within our kids, that what you say now can definitely be brought up in the future. Another conversation, filters falsify reality. Now, we all love a good filter. I know I'm guilty of using filters as well. It highlights and enhances. It gives you a certain oomph in your picture. But it's vital that we really take that concept and get deeper when it comes to our girls and boys. We live in a world where everything and everybody seems to be perfect. Full lips, no acne, all just hips. And it's important that we understand that those things, people work hard to get. Sometimes it's natural, and we want to stress to that. We want to stress that to our youth. Sometimes it is natural. Sometimes you can have clear skin. You can have a shapely body. You can wake up with a perfect smile. But sometimes it takes work. It takes dedication. It takes exercise. And it takes a couple bills, too, for surgeries and to things to help enhance the beauty that we see on screens. So it's important, again, that we tell our youth filters, although they're necessary, although they're fun and quirky and cute, and they help highlight some of your features and they give you a glow, we have to realize that it's not truth. It's not real, and it's okay. It's okay to be natural. It's okay to use the natural light. Another conversation is sharing is caring, but oversharing will definitely compromise your safety. We spoke a little bit about the predators, the trolls, and just the bullies on social media. They are real. They are out here. And any piece of information that they can use to get close to our kids, we have to make it so they realize certain things can't be shared, certain things can't be said. We're down to our last two, and they're probably the most important. Not everyone deserves your heart. Not everyone deserves your heart. On Instagram, you heart a picture. You don't like it. You really like this picture if you're going to love it on Instagram. But at the same time, what message is that giving off to the person's account that you're loving at that moment? Everyone doesn't deserve your attention. Everyone doesn't deserve your support. And I think it's vital that children, especially preteens and teens, know that not everyone deserves their love and affection and attention and their support. So it's vital that we instill in them, you have to be careful of who you follow, but also the content that you're liking, the patterns that you're creating, the trends that you're seeing. And last but not least, you can be your own influencer. We have so many young boys and girls who look to social media for people that they look up to, or for people that they want to dress like, for people who want to follow their career paths. But it's important that they understand that you're uniquely made. You can influence yourself and a plethora of other students around you. It's okay to be unique. It's okay not to follow the trends. And it's okay to be you. Love yourself before you go onto these platforms. It's vital that the parents instill that in them. Self-love is really going to be the ultimate factor that keeps our boys and girls safe, that keeps our boys and girls able to use these platforms, but in a way that they feel confident and that they are aware of all the things that are up against them. So again, TikTok, although it's fun, although it's easy to use, we still have to protect our kids. And by doing so, we need to have these uncomfortable conversations. Again, these conversations can be tough. However, it is vital that they are had in the most transparent way possible. Be honest, be real, and be patient. with your child who's about to explore this huge world of social media. It's fun. Again, we know. I love the June bug. It took me a long time to learn it, even though it's simple to many, but it's important that we know the deeper issue besides the June bug. We have to protect our kids. We have to have the hard conversations. And although they want to be exposed to social media, although I love the June bug, I know that it's deeper than just one challenge. They're exposed to a world of predators, of trolls, of bullies, and we have to make sure that we equip them so that when they're using the platform, that they're safe, they're confident, and that they are ultimately having fun risk-free. Thank you.